embarrassing.
Guys, I'm excited to welcome you to the gameplay between Magnus Carlsen and Hikaru Nakamura in the round 2 of Norway Chess. So the classical game finished in a draw and Magnus starts with white pieces in the Armaggedon game. And again, 10 minutes for Magnus, 7 for Hikaru. Hikaru needs a draw. Magnus only needs a win. He won't be satisfied with a draw because he will lose the match. A6, bishop a4, bishop c5. Already interesting system played by Hikaru. And it is worth mentioning that yesterday Hikaru played with black against Fabi. I mean the day before, and right now he's playing Magnus with black pieces again in the Armaggedon game against Fabi. He has won, and now he needs to win. He needs to hold the draw basically. And here Magnus plays knight e5, and the idea of this move is that after knight e5 there is d4, basically hitting both knight and bishop. White will take the piece back. Bishop d4, queen d4, d6, and now let's say white do something stupid and play something like knight c3, simple development move. There is c5, and the idea of c5 that basically if queen d1 there is c4 and knight and bishop is trapped on b3 square. So what happened was c3 is played, so making space for the bishop, castle, bishop f4, c5, queen d1, bishop e7, hitting pawn on e4, rook e1, protecting it. Now queen c7, bishop c2, again protecting e4 pawn, knight d2, and now queen h5. So Magnus wants to start attacking. He wants to bring his rook to d1, you know, centralize the pieces, so the rooks will be good on d and e file, and then maybe go for this and this plan. And now this, bishop g3, c4, knight f1, and knight is probably jumping to f5. Knight d3 takes. So Hikaru decided to sacrifice a pawn, but you know, basically he takes it back like right away, takes, and here again, let's say if rook d6, there is takes, and skittish. And the idea basically that after king g2 there is queen c6, and those two pieces are under attack, double attack with check, and black take the piece back. So of course Magnus oversees that, plays rook d4, bishop e7, Hikaru keeps active bishop on the board, queen d1, trying to take this d6 pawn, and this d6 pawn is actually a serious target for white pieces, because I mean it's very hard to protect. If you play d5, I mean it just unlocks it, though computer says d5 is the only move right now. So h6 is played, which is a mistake, and after rook d6 takes, we have very interesting imbalance here. So this, queen c8 and knight g6, and opposite colored bishops on the board. Basically this bishop and this bishop. And usually what it means is that there is a huge possibility for attack here, because basically this bishop can't protect dark squares and this bishop can't control light squares. So, but very quickly players decided to go to the endgame. So queen d3, queen g6 takes. And we got the following endgame where Hikaru is down a pawn, Magnus has bigger chances, he is up on time as well. On move 40 I guess they would have started their increment, 95. So if this trade happens, I mean it's a simple draw. Knight e1, protecting c3. And guys, Magnus is known for squeezing, you know, the soul out of his opponents, and this is what happened in the game. King e2, king d3, king d4, of course his pieces are more active, and look at this bishop on g3, it is absolute monster. So king of course wanted to go to d6, d6, then maybe c6, and you know, kind of control everything, but because there is bishop, I mean, this king can't go here, and it's very tough. Knight e7 is played, king c5, and now this king is walking towards b6. Maybe try to take, maybe go for king c7, king d7, knight e3, bring the pieces, takes, creating pass pawn, g5, king b6, bishop c6, bishop e1, and they shuffled for a while, and now another pawn falls, and of course Magnus's position is absolutely winning. Hikaru is down on time as well, bishop a4, bishop f6, now every single pawn falls, king a6, king d6, king d6, and here Hikaru admitted his loss, because basically Magnus has too many pawns, and to be exact, 3 extra pawns. So Hikaru resigned, and Magnus is the leader of the tournament after 2 days. Magnus is first with 3 points. He won 2 games in Armaggedon win, so you can see this 2. Hikaru won 1 match in Armaggedon and lost 1 match in Armaggedon. Armaggedon lose, Armaggedon win. Basically, we haven't seen classical wins yet. And let's say Fabiano Caruana, who is currently the last in the rankings, can potentially be first tomorrow or today as you're watching this video. Basically, for the classical win, he'll get 3 points, and let's say Magnus wins only in Armaggedon, he'll have 4.5, while Fabi will have 5, and Fabi can jump from 6th to 1st, so that's why this tournament is so much fun. So we'll see what happens today. We have Prag playing against Magnus, Fabi playing against Dean, and Hikaru facing Alireza. I'll see you in the next recap tomorrow. Enjoy. Bye bye.